Hello everybody. Now that we're shipping the LF Audio Wireless Volume Controller Pro 6 channel, I wanted to give you a quick tour of what you can expect when you get it out of the box with the current pre-release firmware, show you around and discuss some of the new items that we have planned. So let's go ahead and just reset the unit so you could go through the entire process and understand what you can expect when you hook it up for the first time. You get your boot screen, and then you get a little pro-order firmware notification screen letting you know that you are expected to update the unit in several weeks. We plan on providing a lot of over-the-air updates like we do for all of our products, but for now, we want to get this in your hands as quickly as possible. So we're essentially just focused on sending it out there because it's good enough. So let's talk about the main menu that you land into when you turn the unit on. Essentially, you have all of your main stats. You have your voltage, you have your current volume. So as you change the volume via the knob, you could see that change on the main screen. And then you have your temperature probes. The 6-channel unit comes with 3 temperature probes, so you're able to see the values if they're connected. If you click on any of these data points, you're able to see a historical chart. Same thing for voltage, so you can see your voltage fluctuations, and then you have your volume. At the top, you have little icons. The icons indicate several things, including if your intelligent drive system is on and is limiting volume or turning your remote off. Once again, the idea here is that if you have your intelligent drive system on, and we could do that in the settings or via the knob, we could limit volume, reduce volume, or mute everything, including turning off the remote out, if we reach an under voltage situation or any of the sensors get too hot. So this is how you control all that. And then you have competition mode, which mutes everything if the knob disconnects. The idea is that it's meant to keep the knob on in case you're in the lanes. You could see here we have the little shield, which indicates that competition mode is on. We have the little icon, which indicates we're currently connected to the knob. And then luckily right here, the voltage and temperature are currently gray, so there's no issues. But if we go ahead and we modify the minimum voltage, let's say it's 15, you'll see it turns red and it mutes everything because we're under voltage. So all of this is controllable. It's all been in all of our products since the beginning. However, now we're just exposing it via user interface for full control. In the Systems tab, you're able to see all the information about the unit and perform your over-the-air update, which I'll show you what that looks like. Of course, like all of our products, you set this up inside of your LF Audio app on your iPhone or your Android. And you also have your display where you can control things such as brightness, if you want the screen timeout, so the screen turns off after several seconds or minutes. If you don't want that on in your car, it's up to you to control it. Calibrate touch, UI sounds. And finally, currently we have one additional screen which shows you the Oscilloscope data. So currently I'm playing music through the unit. We could see the RMS RCA voltage and the waveform going through the unit. So if you're playing subwoofers on one channel versus music on the other, you'll be able to get that information. And we're gonna add and enhance all of this with clipping data, clipping information, and a lot of other cool functionality in future updates. Again, we're shipping this with pre-order firmware. You're not expected to run this long-term. We're going to update it with a ton of features. Just wanted to give you a quick overview of what the user interface looks like and how we've designed it to align with our brand colors, and everything else. Thank you. This is what the firmware update looks like.